Hi! So, I want to make like a quick update about current events, what's happening, and what the plan is now. Can start off with I died at level 99, something like 50%, 45% actually into the level. I was pretty awake. It wasn't 1 hour 20 of it. It was like 9 hours into the stream or 8 hours, but it was less than 10 hours left to go to level 100. And Neva, as you can see, is jinxing me pretty hard here. And here is what happens. It basically, you can see all the red things. They're like fire golems that are also summoning like magma balls. And I died. I was very shook, as you can see. I'm very surprised. I was not expecting to die. But yeah, generally, I've never taken damage from the Blight mechanic at all until this point. So I felt fairly safe. Very confident. They lulled me into a very false sense of security. It's Neva's fault that I died. Just wanted to put that in the video. I feel like that's important. Shocked Pikachu face. Happy's is. Shook's is. Happy's. Sleepy's is. Pikachu's is. Anyway, so yes, very, very surprised. And as I said, I'd never taken damage before. Now, normally, in every race ever for the past 3 or 4 races, I reroll 2 mods. Well, actually, I reroll a couple of mods. I reroll min-max, I reroll LMP, the additional 2 projectiles thing, and I reroll crit. Those are something I always reroll these. Now, in Blight, we had no currency. I had to start picking up 6 sockets just to vendor 6 jewelers, to fusings, to chance orbs, to scourings, to regrets, to alchemies. That's how desperate we were for currency. So I was completely out of scours and alchs. So because of that, the only thing I could really reroll was sometimes like really rip him up with like 3 or 4 damage mods and min-max, and I rerolled no regen because that slowed me down. And it was such a close race. Like me and Oscar were racing so like head to head. For around 40 hours, we were within 10 million XP of each other. And what I didn't know at this point was that Oscar deleted his character pretty much the exact second I died, like right before I died. He did get it restored and raced, continued to race, but he died as well. So Steel is now leading the race to 100. Hopefully me saying that doesn't jinx him and let him die. He's sleeping, so he doesn't know this at this point. I love you, Steel. So moving forward, what I'm going to do now, I have quite a lot of items that I've got and accumulated. And I did a stash sorting stream for 3 hours. Oh god, that's a long time. Sorted my stash and looked at all my items. And I've decided there's a couple of characters I want to do. I have some cool things like Shaper Amulet, the amulet there. So I do want to make like a Herald of Ice, Winter Orb, map farmer or something like that. But what I also want to do is I want to have a boss farmer. And I have a lot of gems leveled. Like I have level 20, well, skeleton. I have 21 zombies. I have a 20 Spectre. So I have a couple of nice minion gems, and I wanted to make a boss farmer with this. So I'm going to make a Juggernaut. And this is what I've theory crafted so far. For now, in the path of building, I actually have to have this enabled because calculating Triad Grip doesn't really work. As you can see, it's all red. But if you want to calculate Triad Grip, what you can do is you can put on a shield and then calculate the bottom line there. You can edit that in custom and do 100% of your physical damage converted to whatever damage you want to convert it to. So fire, lightning, chaos, whatever. And then as long as you have Necrogis, that will work on your zombies. So in the calcs, you can see here that my zombies are doing all fire damage and nothing else. So far, I should be able to improve the build quite a lot. But with what I have lying around right now, the only thing missing, I don't have the helmet, and I can hopefully get a better one. These aren't too hard to make with bound fossils. But I am definitely going to farm up more bound fossils and try to get a decent helmet and eventually try to get a +3 with minion life, minion damage. Best case scenario would be a horror essenced one as well. Obviously very hard on SSF and very hard on Trade League too. But right now, I think we have something like 1.5 or 2 million DPS against no boss. So probably maybe around 1.5 million in best case scenario against the boss. We might be able to crank it up a little bit too. And this is at level 95, I think. Hold on. Yeah, level 95. Obviously, we can just get rid of some jewels until then. I'm going to anoint the Vigor node, which I have enough for currently, and I need to get a decent amulet. But this should be very similar to like the Herald of Agony and stuff that I've run before, except it should be slightly nicer. Should clear slightly faster. I just realized I think I'll change this around a little bit, and I put on fire exposure because I think I need to change. I think I get rid of minion damage and melee physical, and I do elemental army, which will be okay damage as well, and I do. Let's see, not Meat Shield. What's the other one called? Feeding Frenzy. We'll do Feeding Frenzy. I think this is what we're going to end up doing. Is it any like, do you have, yeah, it's Feeding Frenzy active. There should be fairly decent damage. Maybe a little more as well. And we have Skitter Bots for shock. So maybe we can crank the zombies up to 40k per zombie. Oh wait, actually it's at 53k. I was looking at average damage. So yeah, hopefully get over 1.5 million damage, and it should feel better than the Herald of Agony build. I think it will be weaker than a Herald of Agony build, but it hopefully will feel better and pretty cool. So this is going to be using minion instability, summon raging spirits, and the Arendal's Embrace. Maybe do want a second one, but for now I'll probably use a Victoria's Charity. Chest-wise, I initially want just a random chest, and then we'll switch to a Comb's Heart eventually, I think. I think that's going to be the best. But then I'll probably lose my Spectres, and I'll just use some either Solar Guards or the Tentacle Miscreations for bossing now. And if I find a Tavukai, I can switch to Summon Raging Spirits. So this is pretty much what my skill tree looks like. I don't have any jewels rolled or anything like that. But yeah, with Flammability active and stuff, looks really solid. Should be a lot of damage. And I have a lot of the crafts and stuff I need. It looks pretty fun. It looks decent. So we're going to try that. We have currently not even made the character yet. But yeah, that's the current plan. We do have a lot of other stuff as well. I can show real quick. Like we found a Brass Dome. We have pretty much everything for a assassin, either Winter Orb or Stormstorm. Basically a Herald of Ice character. Obviously they're a lot of fun, and I could try Queen's Decree as well. So there's a lot of cool things. Oh yeah, and I found that one, like Seal's Amplifier and Ash's Mirror. So crazy amount of good stuff, and these are the gloves, the horror gloves that I would end up using for the assassin. I think that pretty much sums up everything. I've been very lucky on stuff. I didn't manage to 16 anything yet though. But yeah, that is what we're going to do now. We're going to level with that. Try to farm some band fossils. And yeah, we'll try to do some updates. The 100 race is kind of over. I can't really push back up now. There's so many people level 99. Oh, nice. So many people like level 99, 98. So unless Steel dies, yeah. Pretty much over. But it was a fun race. I don't think I've ever pushed so hard. There was basically, he was pushing so hard that I had to push so hard that neither of us were really sleeping. And yeah, I had one as long as I didn't die there, because he died, or sorry, he gave up right as I died. He deleted his character, so if I hadn't died just then, I could have slowed down, slept, and started taking it easier. Obviously, yeah, it was just unlucky. If I had more currency, like now I've like sold a shit ton of uniques and stuff, so I have 55 Alex, but as you can see, even when I died, 0 scours left. So yeah, 1 minute survival might have made the difference, because I could have slowed down and maybe done like tier 10 maps or something for currency and slowed down. But yeah, I just wanted to make like an update for those people watching on YouTube and stuff. I'll try to do an update video for the Summon Raging Spirits and Spectres if I can. to see some of the changes I would have done now that I've actually played it during the league. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, drop by my Twitch at twitch.tv/Zizaran. Thanks for watching, and try to die less than I do.